Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Slack Day in the shop today over the holidays. Um, Finally getting to that carburetor that I took apart. I'm piecing it back together. All the parts are out of the dip and all the parts are found. I had to go look for a couple of pieces that were missing. Found one scattered on the bench and another one still in the wash tank. So, yeah, that's the problem with leaving things apart for a very long time. Um, it's got to be, these little delicate parts need to be assembled as fast as you can. But yeah, it's Slack shop time, relaxing, got the music going. That's why I'm not filming most of it. The carburetor kit I got is okay. It's a little mediocre. Some of the gaskets don't match. I'm gonna have to modify like some of this. It's the little holes don't line up. Well, it's like it's supposed to fit, but it don't. It's odd no matter how I put it together. So I'm gonna have to figure this one out. It's just weird. I got this one right there. It's this hole right here does not line up with the hole under it. This is the part for the accelerator pump, which the little holes are important. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I can't just make it bigger because it comes into the other compartment, which isn't good. I think if I flip this like backwards, mirror it, this other hole kind of hits the compartment also. But I think if I scoot the gasket a little bit, I may be able to seal that up and then punch another hole. So far, that's the one complication that I'm up against. And then a couple of weird size washers that don't fit. So I'm gonna have to get a little creative. It's the little like these hard felt rings that fit under the jets from the outside. I'm gonna have to like file it very gently. So we'll see. But it's going good. It's relaxing. Slack time. It's shop time. Just trying to get all these jets back in there. Good thing I didn't take apart the other carburetor. It's always good to have a reference. I did take video when I took this one apart, but it's just so much easier to look at the other one. So I'm doing one at a time. It's one at a time and kind of piecing it together. I'm gonna try. I got enough time today still to get this guy completely together. That's kind of my goal for now. Not gonna said if I have time I can take the other one apart and get it in the dip, but gotta pace myself. It's gotta be relaxing, right? It's a early retirement project. Wasn't planning on starting this for years to come, but it's moving. So anyway, we got some of these things, and I do have a semi-accurate diagram, which is semi-accurate. It's not quite. It's got all the right parts, but they're different shape. Looks like I have a different version. There's too many flavors of these things. That's the damn problem. And so I'm trying to like figure it out. There's things here I quite don't understand. I might have to take that one back apart that one apart ahead of time, because I think there's a jet or something goes down into the whatchamacallit, into the accelerator pump. Right there, there's some threads, and I don't remember what was in there. I guess I can just keep doing things and see what happens. I have an extra part. I don't know if that's part of the carburetor or not. It's a little brass nipple. Haven't found a place for that yet. So we'll kind of leave that aside, and when I take the other one apart and I figure out if I see one of these in there, but this may be extra that was on the bench. It's the problem, not cleaning the bench. You end up with stuff like that, and you're not sure if it's off the project that you're currently working on or off some of the projects in the past. But anyway, trying to get some of these, jets in there. Some of it's pretty, explanatory. I got like this guy. I can actually look at that carburetor right there and match it. I just cleaned this one, the little pinhole. This one was in the dip. So this will get put back. Trying to get these back because I got to get this little bracket on, and that's going to block the room for the screwdriver. So this is the enricher valve for cold start, or the cold start valve. I'm trying to find the screws and things, and there's another bracket, but that bracket doesn't go on this one. It's that one has a cable. This one just has the linkage from the other carburetor. This one's the front carburetor. I'm trying to do that. I got a couple of missing screws here. No idea where they went. They were obviously in there at some point. So I need to kind of look around and, see what goes in there. And it's something like this, but I think these seem too long. Maybe not. Maybe that is them. To pull the other one out to see how long it is, but and those don't even have washers. They don't look like they have washers. It's one of these. Looks a little long for this little part, but for reference, we can pop this guy out. And there is a washer under it, but that is not, no, that is it. That is not it. So I need to look around for it, but this one definitely has a lock washer. All right, I figured out the screws. I had the wrong lengths in the wrong place. That's why it didn't match up, but that's the cold start valve. It's now assembled on the carburetor. We're moving on forward. We got another jet. These were a wash tank, but to clear the thing, sometimes you can blow air in it, but the crud from like ethanol and things, you can't really blow it out of the little holes. So use all sorts of tools. Use a trash bag tie. Sometimes if that's too thick to drill it out with, you can use the strand of a wire brush, like the stainless steel, wire brush, to sort of do it. The best way to do it is get miniature drill bits that are designed for drilling carburetor jets, and you can really clean it good with that. But I don't have a set. They're about $70 probably, not something I've invested in. I do need them occasionally, but just never spent the money. It's kind of a nice to have, but I don't do enough carburetor work. So anyway, that's where we're at. Just kind of piecing that together. This one needs a new little washer. See if I can find one that's the right size. And these are kind of not really the ones it'll crush in there. I'm not too thrilled about it, but the inner diameter is a little small, but you know, it'll squish in there. It's like this hard felt. I don't know what they call it, but you know, it'll seal. It ain't gonna spew gas all over the place. So there's that. Now I gotta figure out, there's a hole for a jet right there in the accelerator pump chamber. So it's gonna be, you know, got stuff here at the top probably of some sort. There's a jet goes right there. I may have to pop the lid off of the other one and look at the numbers, because some of these aren't interchangeable. This particular one does not show the jet in the accelerator pump chamber. It's a different chamber. That's the different flavor of the housing I got. But anyway, I might have to pop that guy apart and take a peek in there real quick. Make sure the numbers match. All right, got the first one built. There it is. Everything works. All the pieces in there. Everything works. I tested the accelerator pump. It's still spitting a little bit of fuel, but I emptied it. I just used some of this to fill the bowl. Make sure the pump actually works, that all the check balls in there are doing their thing. So the first one is done. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy. So now it's time for that second one. We'll see. It's lunchtime. I'll maybe tackle that one another day. But we made progress. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time.